into the production, what is the URL you are supposed to use? Login.salesforce. Now, so look at the format. We already had two users. Actually, we have created Wilson. Office boy will be there. Right. So we have Wilson, we have Satish. So let us understand this format. Now, Wilson is trying to log into his account. When Wilson is trying to log in his account, he was unable to log in. Now, the administrator want to understand why the Wilson was unable to log in and he want to fix the issue. Wilson is making an attempt to log in, but he was unable to log in. Then the administrator want to find out the reason why he was unable to log in. So, any issue related to login will be found in setup, administer, manage users. We'll be finding login. Here we'll be finding who made an attempt to log in, what is the success, what is the failure. So if any issues are there with respect to the login, if administrator want to find out the issues, he will go to the login itself. Setup, administer, manage users, login itself. Okay. First we will try with the first example. Now, if you are trying to log in, I lost my card. Let's say I am using a credit card. I lost my card. When I have lost my card, will I cancel my card or will I block my card? So what is the difference between blocking a card and cancelling a card? When you block a card, it is a momentary. For a couple of days or a couple of hours are blocked. Then I can unblock it. When I unblock, you can continue to use the same card. When you cancel, you are permanently cancelled. It is no more in use. Right. Similarly, when I want to block any user from logging in, I want the Wilson to be blocked. But I don't want him to block permanently. For a couple of days, I want to block him. So what I can do? I can freeze. When you say freeze, boss, you will not be allowed to log in anymore. But still, you have the license what I have given you. If you want to log in first, if I want to create a Wilson, I have to give him one license. Whatever the license I give you, the license is still with you only. You still hold that license. But you cannot log in. We are blocking the user for temporary purpose. Look at the point. Go to users. Go to users. First, prior to that, I'll show on screen. Go to company information. See how many licenses are there. Total licenses 2. Both of them are used. Remaining are. Then go back to this. Go to user. Go to Wilson. What I'm doing here? What you're finding here? When I freeze, he cannot log in. When I freeze, he cannot log in. When I freeze, he will not be able to log in. Then go back. I give username password, but it says not valid. Then go back to the login history. Then you are seeing that Wilson made an attempt, but he was unable to log in because user is frozen. So I know that the user is frozen. Now, whatever the license that we give to Wilson, is it still with the Wilson? See here, the license is still with the Wilson, but momentarily he was blocked. For temporary purpose, he was blocked. So if I want to unlock him, this is the first one. No boss, I want to lock him permanently. I want to deactivate him permanently. If you want to deactivate him permanently, what I can do, go to edit, You're finding a button here. What is it? Active. What is the button here? Active. So uncheck this. Uncheck it. So what I'm doing here? Wilson is making an attempt to log in. He was unable to log in. Again, the same issue was reported to administrator. Administrator went to login history, verified. Then what is this? User is inactive. When I deactivate the user, what is it? Checkbox called active was there. I deactivated. When I refresh the page, how many licenses are there? 2 licenses. One is user, one is remaining. So total number of licenses what we give 2, but one is remaining, one is user. Why? If I deactivate the user, license given to the user will come back to the organization. Whatever the license I give to the user, that license will come back to the organization. When you freeze, he is broken momentarily. Momentarily is blocked. But when you deactivate, whatever the license given to you, that will come back to the organization. License given to you will come back to the organization if I deactivate the user. When I freeze, license given to the user still remain with the user, but he cannot log in. I hope you are clear. Right. Go back to the user again. I will activate because I have a license. I can activate whenever I want. Okay. Next, as per my company norms, I have company norms. So what is my norms? Boss, you can make 3 wrong attempts to log into your account. If you cross 3 attempts, automatically your account is blocked. Now when you go to ATM, when you try to log in, this is enter the PIN. 3 times if you enter the PIN, what happened? Your card is blocked. It is permanently blocked or blocked for a day? Blocked. Similarly, when you are trying to log into the Salesforce, how many attempts I can make? How many wrong attempts I can make? You have to tell. Boss, how many wrong attempts you can make? If you cross that wrong attempts, what should happen to your account? Should I cancel the account? Should I block the account? What should I do? Boss, I want you to block. How long I want you to block? So this information I have to give. So what is that? Maximum invalid attempts what user can do. Maximum invalid attempts what user can do. Setup, administer, security controllers, password policies. Then what we have? Maximum invalid attempts. Now this is what? Everyone in the organization. This is for everyone in the organization. Organization level. How did you set it? Setup, administer, security controllers, password policies, set the format. Right. Now, boss, everyone in the organization can make 3 attempts, but a manager can make 5 attempts. That means for a group of people. Now, for a group of people, I want to get different set of permission. Everyone in the organization has certain permission, but for this group of people, I want to give extra permission, or I want to remove the permission. Now, when you want to control permission for a specific group of people, not for everyone in the organization. If it is for everyone in the organization, go to security controllers, password policies, make it. No, boss, I want to set this permission only for a group of people. Now, that group of people will have what? The group of people will have what? The group of people will have separate profile. So what I was supposed to do? Go to this, setup, administer. What is the profile I give to Wilson? Profile of Wilson is manager. Go to the manager profile. So anyone who has a profile of manager, for them I told maximum invalid items how many? If it is crossing 3, I ask you to log the account for 15 minutes. So this is what? Profile level. Setup, administer, manage users, profiles, manager profile. Now what I am doing here? maximum invalid items. Right, boss? Are you clear about the format? Now, Wilson is trying to log in. He entered a wrong password. Then go to administrator. He reported the same issue to administrator. Boss, I am trying to log in, but I was unable to. Then what is saying? Invalid password. Invalid password. So what was this? Organizational. What is the profile? Let me go to the profile once again. Go to the profile. What is the profile we give to Wilson? Users. What is the profile we give for Wilson? It is VP profile. So the profile name was different actually here. For this profile, how many invalid items we made? I told 10. That is the reason he was able to make number of items. I told 3. Then again he was trying to log in. Blocked. Go back and see. It says was invalid password. It says password is why? I told 3 invalid password. If you enter 3 times a wrong password, automatically your user is blocked. Now, how many invalid attempts user can make to log into his account? Like we got ATM, 3 attempts are there. Now when you go to online banking account, they give 3 attempts. If you cross that 3 attempts, what happened? Your account is going to be locked. Like that, how many invalid attempts I can make? If you cross 3, what should happen? I told if you cross 3, lock the account for 15 minutes. Now, if a user account is locked, now the people have reported to the administrator, boss, we are trying to log in, but I was unable to log in. Then administrator opened the history and he found that you entered wrong password, your user is blocked. Then how does the administrator resolve this? How does the administrator resolve this? Now when you open the Wilson, you found that user is logged. User is logged because of invalid attempts. Now administrator has to resolve it. There are 2 choices. First choice is, boss, if you remember the password, I will unlock you. If you don't remember the password, I will reset the password. I will send a link for resetting the password. If you remember the password, I will unlock you. If I don't remember the password, I will reset the password. Right, boss? So, if user is making a maximum number of invalid attempts, automatically his account is locked. When the account is locked, administrator can resolve this issue by unlocking the user or by resetting the password. I hope I am clear. Right. So what I am doing now? Unlock. Right. So what are the 3 options we have seen? Freeze, deactivate, maximum number of invalid attempts. Maximum number of invalid attempts at organization level, maximum number of invalid attempts at a profile level. Profile means for only a group of people. Organization is for everyone. Right? Which will dominate? Profile will dominate. Why profile will dominate? That's the reason why I gave profile. Whatever is available at organization, I don't want. That's the reason I gave it profile level. So if you give organization level and profile level, which will dominate? Profile level will dominate. Right. I hope you are clear with these 3 points. Okay. Next, boss, I want my company working hours are from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock. My company working hours are from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. You are allowed to log in from only 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. You are allowed to log in from only 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. After 6 p.m., you are not supposed to log in. So what is this? Business hours restriction. The days and hours during which my support team is available. Days and hours during which my support team is available to assist you. That is called business hours. That is called business hours. Now, if I want to keep my business hours set up, then administer company profile. What you are finding here? Business hours. Company profile, business hours. Edit. What is the time zone? Asia Calcutta. Then I told what time to what time. Sunday, I want to give an off. Right. You specify what time to what time. So this is what business hour restricted at organization level for everyone in the organization. How did you come across this? Setup, administer, company profile, business hours, and new business hours. If you want to create, specify what time to what time. I hope you are clear. Now I want to give different business hours for entire organization. For a group of people, I want to give a different set of business hours. Business hours should change person to person. Now, for a group of people, I want to give a different business hours. For a group of people, I want to give a different business hours. How will you achieve it? Setup. For a group of people is always what? Profile. What is the profile? VP profile. Scroll down. When you scroll down, what you are finding here? Login. Click on edit. Now I want to give. So today is Tuesday, right? Tuesday, 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. On Tuesday, people can log in from 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. So all the people who have a profile of VP operations, he can log in from only 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. This guy was trying to log in. When you are trying to log in failed. Then go back to the login history. What was this? The user was restricted. Now I want to restrict this profile. All the users who have a manager profile, they can log into my organization only from 3 a.m. to 11 a.m. Everyone in the organization can log in, all 24/7. So what is it? Giving the restriction based on business hours. As per the business hours, we want to restrict the people. Right, boss? The third one. Are you clear about this? Right? So what is the next level we have? Boss, restrict the people based on IP address. My application is very sensitive application. I don't want everybody to log in from whatever the system they want. Now my application is very sensitive application. You are supposed to log in from only company systems. You cannot log in from outside. Then what I want to do? I want to restrict the login to my systems only. So restrict the users based on IP address. Restrict the users based on IP address. My application is a sensitive application. I don't want the people to log in from whatever the system they want. I want the people to log in from only specified address. So what I can do? IP address restriction. Now IP address restriction. This I can do for entire organization, or I can do for only specific group of people. For entire organization means setup, administer, security controllers, network access. This is for entire organization. Don't give this restriction unless you know your IP address. Otherwise, you will not be able to log in. Right. So this is for entire organization. Next, no boss, not for entire organization. For a profile, I want to give a restriction. So what I can do? Administer, manage users, VP operation profile. Open the profile. Log in it. Now when I save it, it throws error that your system is not within this range. I told no problem, save it. So my system is not within this IP address. See. For VP operation code, you can log in only from those IP addresses, the range of IP addresses. Then the guy was trying to log in. Login failed. Open the history. What was that? Restricted IP address. So we can restrict the people in different ways. In how many ways we can restrict the people from logging in? So let me give you. So if you want to restrict people from logging into your account. We can go with freeze, deactivate. Then we have invalid call. Okay, wrong items. Then login hours or business hours, login IP ranges. Now we can freeze the user, we can deactivate the user, invalid items, login hours, IP address restriction. These are the ways in which we can restrict the user. Now, which will dominate, profile or organization? Profile will dominate. Even though you gave it organization level, you are supposed to go to profile and give it. Otherwise, the profile will dominate. Profile will dominate organization level. Profile will dominate organization level. Right? Okay. Any queries on this format? Now, I gave whatever I mentioned. Along with the navigation, I mentioned the hard copy, what I given you. Whatever I mentioned, I gave it the hard copy. So let me show you that. Once the user is created, I cannot delete the user. How do you create a user? Setup, administer, manage users, user, new user. Enter the required fields, select the role, select the license, select the profile. I give some use cases for a practice. Then, business hours. These are the days and hours during which your support team is available. This we can set at two levels: organization level, profile level. Organization level. Organization level is restriction is applied for every user in the organization, and users in the organization can log in only during login hours. Whatever the login hours I mentioned, only during those login hours you can log in. Then, now, if you log in, my company login hours are from 10 o'clock to 6 o'clock. I log in at 5 o'clock. 10 to 6 is the login hour. I log in at 5 p.m. I started working. Right now the time is 6:01. What will happen? Any user who logged in, they can continue to work even after login hours. You cannot re-log in, but anybody who has logged in during the login hours, they can continue to work even after login hours. If everybody has logged in, he can continue to work even after login hours, but he cannot re-log in. Okay, that's what I was trying to convey. Right. I give some use cases for you. Try it. So if you give it organization alone, you will not be able to test it. Give organization with the profile. Give organization level and profile level. Okay. Then profile level login restriction. How do you give business hour restrictions? Setup, administer, company profile, business hours, edit, choose the time zone, choose the business. Profile level means when you want to give a restriction for a group of people. For a specific group of people, if required, we will go with the profile level. So when you say profile level, setup, administer, manage users, profile, profile name, and login hours. So when you want to give a restriction for a profile, setup, administer, manage users, profile, profile name, login hours. This is for a specific profile. Now similarly, I give IP address restriction. We can restrict the users from logging in based on their IP addresses. In how many ways I can keep? Two ways. Organization level, profile level. When you say organization level, it's for everyone. How do you do it? Setup, administer, security controllers, network access, set IP ranges. Profile level, it's for only a group of people. Setup, manage users, profile, profile name, login IP ranges. Then maximum invalid items. How many invalid items one user can make before you log into his account? That I can give it again. Organization level, profile level. Organization means setup, administer, security controllers, password policies. Profile level, setup, administer, manage users, profile, profile name, edit. I hope you are clear. The next, we got freeze the user, deactivate the user. How do you check the login history? Setup, administer, Manage users, login to set. Okay. Now, I hope you have got my points here. Okay. Now you want to go for password policies. I hope you are clear with these points. Everyone is clear? Anyone has any queries on this? Everyone has followed? So what is that? Freeze, block the user temporarily. License is with the user only. Deactivate, block the user permanently. License is given back to organization. Business hours, only during those hours you can log in. IP addresses, only from those IP addresses you can log in. Then we give maximum invalid attempts. How many wrong attempts you can make to log into his account? Profile and organization both we need to set. If you give it at one level, the restriction will not be applied completely. You are supposed to give both levels because the permissions are available at organization profile. If you don't mention at profile level, profile will dominate. So what is that? No restriction for profile. So obviously what happened? Profile will dominate. Let us see the next. Now listen to the context carefully. Password policies. Generally, when it is a password, what are the policies? Length of the password. Length of password. Then combination of password. Am I right? What is the minimum 6 characters, minimum 8 characters? One letter should be capital, another letter should be small, or it should be one digit or one special character. Like that we have combination. Length of okay. How many old passwords I have to remember? How many old passwords we have to remember? So what was this? Length of the password. Combination of password. How many old passwords we have to remember? Like let us see. When I am trying to reset my password, it will say your new password cannot be any one of your old password. Am I right? Some of the cases when you are trying to reset my password, it says your new password should not be any one of your last 2 passwords. Your new password should not be any one of your last 4 passwords. So what is that? I have to remember. If I remember the old 3 password, the system remembers all your old 3 password. That is the reason it is saying my new password cannot be any one of the last 3 passwords. Right? All this type of data is available with password policies. When you say password policies, they will check. Boss, what is the length of your password? Combination of your password, and how many old passwords I have to remember. If I keep a password for how many days I have to use minimum, and the password should expire in how many days? Boss, after every 1 week you should ask me to reset my password. That means for every 1 week you have to give me alert, reset your password. Then, if I forget a password, should I ask you a security question? Yes. If I say yes, ask me a security question. Can the question itself contain the answer for it? So all these are given as what? Password policies. Let us see this. Setup, administer, security controllers, password policies. What is it? User password expires in 90 days. After 90 days, when I try to log in, it says reset your password. Then enforce password history. How many old passwords should I remember? I told 3 passwords. 4. So my new password cannot be any one of my last 4 passwords. Minimum length of the password 8 characters. Password complexity, what is it? No restriction. Mix of alphanumeric, mix of alphanumeric and special characters. Password question requirement. Can my password contain the? Can my question contain the password? Cannot contain the password. How many invalid attempts I can make? For how much time the password should be locked? Okay. Now, what is the secret answer? Okay, minimum for how many days I have to use this? Can I set the password through programming? That all these are what? Password. Name itself say what they are. The name itself they say what they are. Password expires in how many days? How many old passwords I have to remember? Length of the password, complexity of the password. Can I keep the password? Answer for the question as a question. Password security question can contain answer. Satish, what okay? Satish, what is your okay? Who is your football player? Favorite football player? My answer is football. So question itself contain my answer. Can the secondary question contain the answer for the question? My question again, Sandeep, okay, who is your favorite football player? My answer is football. So what is it? Question contains password. Is it allowed or not? Then how many invalid attempts I can make? If you cross that attempts, for how much time the account should be blocked? Right? Can I ask you a secondary question? Boss, require minimum 1 day. If I enable this, if I set the password today, minimum you have to wait for 1 day to reset the password. This type of. Right? All these are called password. Now, look at the structure. We have let us once again take the combination to understand the things better. So what are the points we have? First one we have manage roles. Then we have manage profiles. Then we have manage internal users. Then we have reset password. Manage business hours. Manage IP address. Manage IP address. Password policies. Manage password policies. So all these are the some of the permission. Now whatever we learn now, whatever we learned, manage roles. When do you require this? If I give this permission, you can create a new role. You can create a new role, modify the existing roles. When I enable this, you can create a new profile, modify the existing profiles. When I create this, you can create a new user, modify the existing user. If when I create this, when I select this, you can reset the password of the user. When I set this, you can modify your organization business hours. When I enable this, IP address restriction. When I enable this, you are allowed to change your password policies. What was this? All these are the permissions required. For every topic that we learned, there is a permission. If that permission is enabled for you, you can also do that. So in the organization, who can create a role? Anybody who has the permission, manage roles, they can create. Who can create a new profile? Anybody in the organization who has the profile permission enabled. Are you clear? Clear? Right, boss? All these are the permissions. So this is restricted to only administrator? No. We can give this permission to anyone as per your company policies. Alright, Amma? Anyone has any queries on this? As of now, anyone has any queries? So tell me in how many ways we can restrict the user? Freeze, deactivate, business hours, IP address, maximum number of invalid attempts at organization level, at a profile level. I hope you are clear, right? So we have seen how to create a user, how to control the permission. Any further queries on this? Clear? Okay. Now we'll try to understand the next concept. Listen to the concept. Everyone is comfortable with this? Copy is given to you, right? Just follow the navigations what I mentioned in the copy. Look at the next concept. We are trying to understand documents. What is a document? If I want to upload any images, files, PDFs into the Salesforce, we will store them in a table called document. Document is a standard table message. We want to use document is a standard object message. Whatever document we want, whatever information we want to